Good morning, everybody. It is 12 minutes past 9 o'clock. Welcome back to CW Iowa Live. Lou and Jackie here, being joined by our good friend Rick Davis from Fidelity Bank. And Rick, you brought somebody in here you're pretty excited about.
Well, I eat there often. I like the guy. His stores are better than his pizza, I'll tell you that.
How about that? You said there often. Where is there?
What's your address? Your next door to
Right around the corner from Fidelity Bank.
That's how they talk to each other. That's how they talk to each other.
It's between Scratch Cupcake, which most people know, and the Saints, right next to Iowa Realty, and 165 Jordan Creek Parkway South.
I'm glad you're here because I go over next to Fidelity Bank and Scratch all the time. I don't know where. I've never met you. What's going on? What do you have over there?
Yeah, this is Lou, by the way. A couple of Lulus here. Okay?
This is my cousin Lou. We have real New York pizza.
And now explain what real New York pizza is.
And what's it called?
It's called Taste of New York Pizza.
Taste of New York.
Taste of New York Pizza. Right.
Okay.
And he is a New Yorker.
Oh,
and everybody
can tell.
inside has a New York accent.
Really?
Right.
You have to.
It's a real New York experience when you park your car. One of our relatives come out and steal your hubcaps.
Yes! I've been looking for a place
When you
like
park
that.
your car, you have that going on too. No, but you obviously are from that great city.
From Brooklyn, New York.
From Brooklyn,
Yeah.
okay. And I had a different occupation when you were there. What did you do there?
I was a New York City police officer
thank you for serving.
20-something years. And then I retired, started coming out here just to do training. I do training at Camp Dodge.
Right.
Okay.
And then my wife fell in love with the place, and we moved our family out here 2 years ago.
Wow.
We love it.
That is great.
But you brought a taste of home with you.
Yeah, we're Italians, so we eat a lot of pizza. So we brought with us our own pizza, and we do pastas and stuff like that. So.
Well, in case people aren't familiar and haven't had the pleasure of eating true New York pizza, explain what that exactly is.
Well, New York pizza has kind of got four things going for it. It's big, size.
Bigger pizza.
It's crispy. The
thin crust.
Thin crust, it's got to be crispy. The ingredients are, handed down for generations, and we have difficulty getting some of the stuff out here, but we get it out here.
Now, were you making pizzas back home, or is this something that you created once you got here?
We have relatives that are in the pizza business or restaurant business for years. My aunt and uncle had a pizza business for many, many years, but it's something that we knew would go well here. So we didn't really want to leave our pizza behind, because every time we came here, we were looking for places to go, so we brought it with us. So it's working out really well.
You brought a cook with him from New York. Honestly, it is really the deal. And so you fold it over and you eat it just like you're in Manhattan, or in his case in Bronx, right?
Brooklyn.
Brooklyn.
Yeah,
Don't get those two mixed up.
Well, it's kind of like a family thing over there. It's kind of like a family thing over there because of he's related on one side to the family that the guy was a manager of the New York Mets in '69. Is that true?
My wife's grandfather was Gil Hodges.
On the other side.
Really?
So one's a Yankee fan and one's a Met fan. So you get an idea.
It's like a Sox fan and a Cubs fan in Chicago. You have that going for you too. So how did you guys end up getting hooked up here?
He grabbed me out. He was still a policeman. He grabs me. He says, "Are you Rick Davis?" I said, "Yeah." He says, "I know the guy that knows the guy, and we need to talk." And 3 hours later, we were talking, and have constantly ever since. He is one of the clients of the bank. Very, very. You can eat off the floor when you walk in the place, but everybody I've sent there calls and thanks me, and I probably sent 50 people there. But it just got an award for nationwide, besides being best in something in Des Moines, right?
Yeah, we won the best place for pizza from City View.
Oh, yeah.
And top 50 for Des Moines, and then Yelp just named us top 51 pizzerias in the country.
The only one in
best
Iowa.
for Iowa, number one
Best
for Iowa.
of Iowa is what Yelp said about his pizza.
How did I not know about this
great
place?
accolades.
Thank you, Rick, for letting us, everybody know.
I really did think it's kind of a secret place unless you know somebody that knows some place, or you're in the police department. Because the policemen love him because he trains them, so you can hear the greatest stories in there. You can go in there.
I would imagine, yeah.
It's just wonderful.
And cops support cops too.
No
That's
question.
Normal,
It is like a real family atmosphere. It's almost like you think you're almost in New York, because the whole lineage all the way around it is pictures of New York City, a wall plaque of the things, his awards that he got as a policeman. But then the pizza's so good. Mm-hmm. It's a great atmosphere, but it works because the pizza's so good.
It helps when the product is good.
And you said he's a client of the bank.
Fidelity
right?
Bank is how we first got to meet each other.
And we've always talked about different type of things you can get mortgage-wise and things like that for your house. And
we're really a bank. That's
but again, let's go back to the reason that he's a client. Explain that.
Well, I think he did talk to some other banks that we hadn't met yet. Would that be a fair statement?
Well, I have to say that before we got here, when we said we were going into business, everybody recommended Fidelity Bank, and Rick specifically, because it was a community bank. It was a real community bank. And in New York, you don't really have that. You don't have that closeness to the community. So we went in and met with Rick and loved him right away because he was so down to earth and had our best interest in mind. So that's why we picked Fidelity.
And there you go.
And been there daily since. And it's just been a great, great marriage for both of us. And I really wanted the rest of the community, it's worth the drive if you don't live in West Des Moines. If you come over once, you'll figure out a way to come over again. I'm just telling you. It's a repeat business type thing.
Now, let me ask Lou something here real quick. What does Rick do? What does Rick's place do that you have not seen banks in New York do that you just said, no, this is something special?
Number one, I'm amazed that the second you walk in, they know who you are. They know your name. They know what you're affiliated with, your business, your family. They greet you. They make you feel comfortable. It's not that pretentious type of stuff that, this is the bank, we have your money, but we're not really going to treat you that good. They make you feel like family. And that's, as being New Yorkers and Italians, family is very important. People you can trust. And they're very trustworthy people, and they make us feel comfortable.
So
we trust him with our money.
So you brought him and his family into your inner circle here in Iowa.
Yes, his son, his people that work at the bank, they're all terrific. They really are.
Thank you.
There it is.
All right.
But it is a real deal.
It's a real
deal. And the growing thing of the people in the sandwich, what we talked about, the generation that you haven't heard about yet, but the sandwich generation loves his pizza. So it's good for everybody because it's that type of pizza that reminds you of when you were in New York. Because now, when I was told by an article he showed me, more people in Chicago eat New York pizza than Chicago pizza.
Well, I tell you what, whether you're going to get a great slice of pizza or you need a great place, a community bank to call your own.
Come to the community bank.
Where
we'll
should they
walk
go?
over to the pizza place.
Okay, that works too.
There's an invitation for you, folks. You're thinking about this, and to be honest with you, I don't want to call anybody out by name, but sometimes banks, they get an attitude. They really do. And you say, I'm going to get my money and take it somewhere where it's going to be appreciated. And this is a call out for those people that if you're not satisfied with where you are, how about just taking a walk over to Rick's place and say, hey, Rick, let's go have some pizza. And he'll take you over there and you can check things out.
Of course, we do houses, but we do small business loans. I probably have started 25 or 30 in the last 2 years, small business guys that are doing well because I knew they worked hard. I make my decision on the guy's face and what he does and how he explains himself. Not a dream that he doesn't know, but if he's real, we want to get him started. We want to help those things grow. And it helps us grow. We had a board meeting last week. 84% of the clients came through my office first before they got there. Of all the new clients in the last 2 years.
You got two guys who know what they're talking about, folks, so maybe you should go see what the buzz is all about. FidelityBank.house for more details. Also check them out on Facebook. Head over to Jordan Creek. You got two great businesses you do not want.
What's your address over by Jordan Creek there?
177 South Jordan Creek Parkway.
Perfect.
Call me, 343-2300.
The number right there. Great job. Thank you, Rico. Appreciate it, man.
Appreciate
Good to see you.
it.
Nice to meet you, Lou.
Thank you.
All right,
Thank you very
we
much.
will be right back.